Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at arklatex I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Friday morning forecast update. Line of thunderstorms still making its way through the region this morning. I know a lot of you probably heard the rain pick up last night. Unfortunately, the storms did go severe in the Shreveport-Bossier area. We had a wind gust about 60 miles per hour at the Shreveport downtown airport. So if you're in and around Shreveport this morning for the morning commute, you'll probably notice a lot of tree limbs that have fallen in some of the roadways. I know a number of power outages as well, just due to some of the high wind with those storms. But the worst of the weather should be working its way out of here before we get to 7 o'clock this morning. So there will be some lingering rain across much of especially Texas and Louisiana for the morning commute here. But eventually this front is going to bring some drier air this weekend, much more comfortable conditions as we head through your Memorial Day weekend. But we do expect maybe a little more rain to pop up this afternoon. So what we're looking at this morning, temperatures dropping off a little bit. Many of us in the mid 60s. It's easily the coolest morning we've had here in the past few weeks, as we're going to start shaking some of this humidity as we go through the weekend as well. Cold front not yet to Sabine Parish. We're still at 75 degrees in Manny there. It is still going to be a warm, humid afternoon. It will stay humid just because the ground is so wet from the recent rain here, but we should begin to see and feel a noticeable drop in humidity this weekend. So today's still a pretty warm day. We'll wind up in the mid 80s this afternoon. And again, the good thing that will happen here, eventually these winds will switch around to the northwest. We still have the south wind pushing a lot of humidity into the region, and it won't be too breezy today. We have a thunderstorm wind gust over 20 miles per hour there in Natchitoches, and the rest of us dealing with pretty light winds. So the dry air that's incoming will put the brakes on any additional rain for many of us today. If you're I-20 and southward, I do think we have a chance of seeing some showers and storms pop up this afternoon, and that's where the SPC has the severe weather outlook. Again, just a marginal risk today, so the worry here this afternoon would basically be for some more high wind if any of these storms are able to get going. So I'll show you a few different forecast models. This is the HRRR. This is the one that updates every hour, so it has a very good handle on where the rain is this morning, and you can see the worst of the weather out of here basically by 7 or 8 o'clock this morning. So most of us get a break from the rain this afternoon, and notice on our model here, it really doesn't show much redeveloping this afternoon. In fact, it shows the development basically staying to the south of us, but we could see a stray shower or storm out there somewhere this evening. But the bottom line, most of us will probably avoid rain for the rest of your Friday here. Here's our in-house model, which is a few hours slower as far as the rain, and you'll notice here it does keep the rain going in some spots this afternoon. And we'll play this one into the weekend. As far as your weekend, if you're headed out there, Festival Plaza, we have Mudbug Madness going on in Shreveport. I think it's going to be a pretty spectacular weekend for that, as we'll enjoy lower humidity. Temperatures will be a little bit cooler in the mornings, maybe 50s and 60s to start out the day this weekend, and we should have afternoon highs in the low 80s. So we'll actually spend much of your Saturday, Sunday, Monday afternoon in the 70s before we briefly reach the 80s, and we don't have any rain in the forecast Sunday, and we continue to drop those rain chances on Saturday as well. We'll talk about next week. It looks like by Tuesday we'll begin to see some rain return to the region. We do have scattered storms in the forecast Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and probably maybe even into Friday of next week. So due to the scattered nature of the rain here, it's possible we could see some additional locations pick up another 2 to 3 inches of rain. And that's going to keep the lakes and rivers running very high here, unfortunately. So we're hoping we can keep those rainfall amounts over the next 7 days below 2 inches if at all possible. But if we continue to see this steady scattered rainfall here, it's going to allow the rivers to stay pretty high. We are expecting the Red River to be in flood stage in DeKalb now, and probably just a foot or two shy of flood stage in Shreveport, and a lot of the lakes including Caddo and Bistineau in minor flood stage as well. So we'll look at your 7-day forecast. Again, we head into the upcoming weekend here. We have great conditions lined up for you. Only a slight chance. We'll see maybe a few pop-up showers tomorrow. Sunday and Monday looking great. You can see the morning temperatures dropping off as well, and keeping temperatures below average with the rainfall returning by the middle of next week.